Hi honeybees, my name's Raven. There's Jasper over there. Couldn't get a cat to join me today, but that's okay. Subscribe to become part of the hive. Be sure to like and ring the notification bell. Thanks honeybees. Enjoy the video. Meow. So, playing another game today. I'm playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, which I've heard of. I've seen it in memes, like the little attorneys arguing with each other. I have no idea what else you do in this game. I'm assuming you're just like a lawyer. I don't know. So, but it's a story game and I like those, so I thought I would give it a shot today. So let's just do it. Episode 1, the first turnabout. All right. Don't like this face. Play. We're just going to go first episode. Yep. I'm excited. After I watched Better Call Saul, I was like, I want to be a lawyer. I bet I could do it. Uh-oh. Damn it. Why me? Is she saying that? Did she die? I can't get caught. Not like this. Oh my god. Oh no. I knew I didn't like his face. Someone like him. We frame him for murder? I'll make it look like he did it. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. Okay. Do I have to defend the murderer? I don't want to. August 3rd. Hey, that's close to what today is. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Ooh, oh my god. This, I don't know if this is professional for a court. Okay. Oh, hiya, chief. Oh, she's the chief. Glad I made it on time. Okay. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Oh, I'm a new lawyer. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Me. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? Mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Interesting. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. It's over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah. Death, despair. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. So dramatic. Tell them I'm guilty. You know you didn't do it, though. What's wrong, Larry? Aw. Who took my baby away? Who's Nick? There's so many names going on, I'm confused. Responsible for your girlfriend's death. Oh. Say the newspaper say it was okay, so that was his girlfriend that got murdered, and so the guy pinned it on the boyfriend. I mean, that's smart to pin it on the boyfriend because people always assume that's who it is. My name is Phoenix Wright. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. Oh, that makes sense why his name was Butts. I was like, why are you calling him Larry? My best friend since grade school. The drama. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Disgusting. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Well, he got a girlfriend. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's get to it then. August 3rd, 10 a.m. Oh. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. I used to have a doctor named Dr. Butts and he died. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. I gotta try to be a nervous lawyer. Ahem. Mr. Wright. This is your first trial, is it not? Yeah, Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Well, I don't know if conduct matters. He's either guilty or he's not, you know? Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Y'all ever been in a court before? It's scary. I cried once when I got called into jury duty. And the judge was like, well, why can't you attend? And I had a job where I couldn't. And he was like, well, why can't someone else do it? And I was like, like I literally started crying. He made me sound, I hate judges. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Oh, okay. Larry. No, it's not Mia, and it's not Mia. This is an insulting question, Mr. Judge. You think I went to law school and I don't know who the defendant is in my own case? Just keep your wits about you. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I don't know. It's his girlfriend. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. It's his girlfriend. It's Larry's girlfriend. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Victim's name is listed in the court record. Okay, okay. Cindy's autopsy report. Her name is Cindy. Okay. Cindy. Oh, shit. I don't know what her last name is. Ah! Cindy Stone. Okay. Alright. I would have guessed Cindy Block. I'd have been wrong. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? Blunt force trauma. Hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. I mean, that's how fragile is the human head that just one kills you, you know? Answered all my questions. I see no reason why we should. Well, I would hope that I would know those things, so. Don't feel relaxed. I wouldn't either. Question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Oh, the other lawyer. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. Ooh, how random. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Nice. Be sure to pay attention to the evidence out. Yeah. The prosecution may call its first witness. Defendant Mr. Butts. What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information. Okay. I got it. Larry gets excited easily. Alright. Don't smile in the court where you're on trial for murder. That's one thing I would tell you. Don't smile. Is it true that the victim had recently dumped you? The drama. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. I mean, I don't know if those are the best examples. They did. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Well, you're on trial. Of course he's gonna ask about it, you dumb fuck. I guess I didn't give him very good advice before we came to court. What we mean is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it. The victim's passport. Ooh, she was in Paris until she died. The day before the murder. Okay. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before. Well, how did Larry not know any of this? How was he around but didn't know what the fuck was going on? Victim was a model but did not have a large income. She had several sugar daddies. Oh my god. The drama in this. Oh my god. Did a sugar daddy murder her? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. I mean, that's pretty common, I guess. Dude. You can clearly see what kind of woman this... Hey, rude. Rude. You gotta do what you gotta do. What do you think of her now? She's dead. This isn't fair. I don't think you want me to answer that question. Running his mouth. Yeah. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him from answering. That doesn't matter. That does not matter. Obviously, he's shocked. Like, it doesn't matter what he thinks of her now. She's dead. Like, what kind of fucking lawyer is this, the other guy? That question... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, I could be a lawyer. Oof. Wince. Wincing sound. Irrelevant. Oh, shit. And when I met her in... And when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial. Yeah. I believe his motive is clear. Well, he didn't know until now. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder. Did you not? A gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. So, okay, I did not give this guy very good advice before coming into court about the things that you should and should not say in court, because he's just fucking it up. He is fucking it up. What do you mean, what's it to you? You are on trial. Well, I know he didn't do it, so I guess I'm gonna have him answer honestly about why he was there. Tell the truth. I was there. I went. It's best not to lie in court, honestly. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, so like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? Prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Who is your witness? The man who found the victims just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant... Can't read. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Prosecution may call its witness. The day of the murder, women selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawhit to the stand. That's the murderer! You sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Why? You're too fucking happy to be in this court for murder. Here's your testimony. Tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and blah blah blah. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. I hate how he's like, there's the defendant right there. He's the one who murdered her. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Oh, yeah. At the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. How convenient. Aren't phones supposed to work during... Do they? I don't know about, like, non-cell phones. Some cordless phones do not function normally. Okay. The Mr. Sawat used was one of those, Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Okay. Out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Okay. Cross-examination, Your Honor. You went to law school, did you not, Phoenix? The real deal. What am I actually supposed to do? You're supposed to expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. He was lying? Everybody lies. Everybody lies in court. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Yeah, it's pretty seems simple enough. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? Did you not go to law school? It's in the evidence. Witness's account. Okay, so I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time, just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. Refrain from conjecture. Yeah, so you know the word conjecture, but you don't know how to cross-examine until right now? Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? Because he left the door half open behind him. I looked inside the apartment. I question that. Yeah. Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? I don't know. If I saw someone leaving an apartment and the door was half open, I would probably just keep walking. We climb mountains because they're there. It's the same thing. I don't know about all that. Anyone would look inside. I don't know. I wouldn't. What happened after? How do you know she was dead? Are you sure? No, I guess. Yeah, you wouldn't know unless you were like poking her, I guess. I don't know. There was blood everywhere. Yeah. Very well. What happened next? I quailed and frightened from myself, unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Well, hold it. How did you go? You said you didn't go inside. No, it wasn't. But you said you didn't go in the apartment. That's exactly what I thought. Explain it. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call, and that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Leading the witness. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Suspicious. Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. What time did you call again? Time exactly, it was 1 p.m. And without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Okay, wait. 1 p.m. Let me look at the evidence here. Hold on. Time of death. Ah! That's not when she died. It said time of death 5 p.m. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. So do I. Yeah! Autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Ding! Oh, objection! Ow, I hurt my shoulder. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. That's important! Details are important, Mr. Lawyer, and I think you know that. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Right, he was like, I remembered exactly it was 1 p.m. Why would you say that if you weren't exactly 100% sure. That's a really good question. It sure is. Explain yourself. Point out contradictions. Okay, good. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. That's true. If you lie once, you gotta keep lying. I remember now. Okay, we're gonna get a new testimony. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. A likely story. That's a very detailed lie. Oh, I heard the time. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. How did you not know, though? Like, haven't you been out and about all day? There's a big difference between 1 p.m. and like 4 or 5 p.m. If I'm out and it's like 5 p.m., I'm not just going to be like, oh yeah, it's 1 p.m. If I've been out all day, that doesn't make any sense to me. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. That's a very weird detail. Cross-examination. I got a lot of questions. Yeah. I guess it might have been a radio. There was no radio on the premises. Okay, there was only one large television. Something about this. It does seem very fishy. Can we go back? Let's go back for a second. She said she's suspicious about this part, so I'm gonna ask him about this part. Heard, not saw. Heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think... If I'm looking at a dead body, I'm not hearing what people are saying, to be honest. Isn't that a little strange? It sure is. So you're saying you heard something. But if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear... Me and him, we're on the right. See, I could be a lawyer, because that's exactly what I thought. Witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything. I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony. Okay. In the time, it was probably coming from the television. I already asked about that, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Wouldn't you would know? You would know. How do you explain the gap? Must have been watching a video of a taped program. Hey, look, hold on. Let me see if I got any more, like... There's the statue, the passport, electricity. There was a blackout! There was a blackout! She couldn't have been watching TV. She couldn't have been watching TV. Ha! Got you, you lying bitch. You couldn't have heard television or a video. And there was no radio, which sometimes those can work without electricity. Yeah! More lies! More lies! Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Yeah, what did you hear? What did you hear? What? Wait, I remember now. Oh, okay. Or to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. The constant corrections are harming your credibility. Yeah, liar. Liar! My apologies, Your Honor. It, must have been the shock of finding the body. Oh, yeah. Blame it all on shock. Very well, let's hear your testimony one more time. I'm breaking this dude. I'm breaking him. This started off slow. I wasn't know how this was gonna go, but it's picking up now, baby. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. Oh, did you? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. The clock? The clock was not the murder weapon! You saw a clock? I guess I would... Well, then why would you say you heard someone say the time when you really saw it? That's a really big difference. And that's a really fishy lie. Oh, I'm gonna cross-examine the fuck out of this bitch. You'd think you'd remember that. Very suspicious mistake. Yeah, there's a big difference between hearing and seeing. I'm really sorry, I only just remembered that table clock. But you somehow before that remembered hearing something on the TV. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? I guess, I don't know. The murder weapon. No, because the murder weapon was this little frickin' statue. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? With your objection to evidence, just who do you think you are? A lawyer that gives objections and evidence? Obviously, I'm a attorney. You're the murderer. You know what the murder weapon is. Why would you lie? I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. Oh, fuck. Well, he would only know that if he was a murderer, I think. Probably. And it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. That is a clock. Do you have any... Oh, of course I do. There's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known that weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. The witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Well, that's the only way you would know about the clock. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. This is a really big leap, but you struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Wow. Because they did say it was a talkie clock, so that makes sense. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never, look, I saw, Wah! Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn, give him death. Chitter chatter. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Better think it through carefully. The sound was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply ask the neighbors, examine the clock's batteries, try sounding the clock. I guess try sounding the clock? May I have the clock? Listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. Oh, is that what the clock said? I think it's 8:25. Oh, because it's a thinker. That's kind of a funny clock. Oh, yeah. See? I was right. We've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ack! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing! What's talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. How am I gonna prove that? I was so close. Oh no, am I losing the case? Oh no! Hold on! Oh god. Okay, not the badge. Okay, cause of death. Is it the blackout record? Not this. Oh, wait, because Paris? Maybe her clock. She got the clock from Paris. Maybe she got the clock from Paris, and Paris is a different time zone. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, because if the batteries, that wouldn't be affected by the blackout. Between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. That clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! Bitch! Hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That makes sense. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Here. Oh my god. Is he dead? Order! Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete an offense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Hell yeah. And with that, this court is adjourned. Yay! Frank Salbot was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. Oh, we're gonna see what happened. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. He should have just ran out. And killed her. Damn. That's why if you're a robber, you don't want to turn a robbery charge into a murder charge. You just want to get out of there. Woo! I still can't believe we won. Good job in there. Thanks. I owe it all to you. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. If she's so glad, imagine how Larry must feel. Larry? Because his girlfriend's dead. I'll be dead. No, Larry, no! Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. She already broke up with you, so she was already gone. She was a... Nah, never mind. Do whatever you want with your life, Larry, I guess. See that? Harry Butts. Innocent. Harry Butts. Haha. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. I was the one who got you off the hook. Here, take this. I don't want the murder weapon as a present. Oh, you're giving it to her. Wasn't this the murder weapon? Oh. Aw. Wait. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. I do. Also, hopefully you realize that change, depending on how you look at them, things change. People too, we never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow, strong. Never let go of what you believe in, never. Okay. Our work here is done. Shall we be off? Blah, blah. Speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometimes. Maybe over drinks. Oh. Are you into me, Mia? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. All right. Well, that was our first Phoenix Wright case. I think that's going to be all we're going to do for now. That was a lot. I mean, this seems like a fun game to like play on your own. When I'm constantly reading it out loud, it's hard to keep up with like what character is who, and I'm not really a different voices kind of person, so hopefully that was still fun. The actual like court stuff was great. Like I actually was like thinking like what to use and stuff like that. That part was fun. All of the dialogue before that and all of the dialogue after that, I was kind of like, this is a lot of dialogue to read. It's just dialogue, dialogue, dialogue. But other than that, like the actual like gameplay of trying to solve the court case, that was really fun. So I think I would definitely play this again, and you know, just focus mostly on the court stuff for the video. I don't know, maybe I'll cut some of that out, but it was still fun. I hope you guys had fun, and thanks for joining me on experiencing this game. Let me know if you want me to play more of this in the future or any different games, and I totally will. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks for watching, honeybees. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye. Meow.